everyone, and today we are here for Valorant Summer Showdown 2021. I'm your host Aahna, and with me is my co-caster Zatakster.
It's great to be here, Aahna, and quite the match we've got up ahead. Outlaw versus Underdogs.
That's right, and we are gonna be having 3 maps, so that's gonna be power-packed performances coming in back-to-back for 3 maps in a row. And for information of all the viewers, our maps are gonna be Haven, which was picked by Underdogs, and then Split, which was picked by Outlaw, and the decider that's gonna be Aiden. For the first time, we're gonna have Aiden coming in last because people pick that so much, isn't it?
Yep, they do. And almost if you get it consecutively in ranked, you're gonna end up hating it. But I'm sure teams here will be glad to play that game, and it'll be a treat to watch for everybody watching as well.
That's true. And before we go any further into the program, I just want to give a huge shout out to our associate partners, that is Goodnight Esports. Thanks a lot for sponsoring and making this event possible. So good shout out to them. With that, I feel like our teams are, some of the best ones that have been picked out by our team, and I think they're the ones that the audience had most responses for. So what do you think about these two teams? How do you feel about their gameplay, and what do you expect coming in for this map?
Yeah, for context, Outlaw, you can expect a lot of support for them in chat, I'm pretty sure. And Underdogs, a relatively new team, so it'll be super interesting to see how they do. First map being Haven, and you can see agent picks coming through already. I personally enjoy seeing a Raze pick. Usually would love to see a Rain on the other team as well. But as we can see, Outlaw's going with the single duelist comp.
That's right. And I am seeing Outlaw going in with Sky as well as Sick Flick is going with the typical pick of Killjoy. So that's something I'm interested in seeing because on a map which has three sites and narrower pathways, I feel like Sky can be really utilized. But I also think that yes, Raze is gonna be one heck of an operator to watch on this because the last time we had Haven and Raze combination going on, we saw someone go ahead and take 2 kills with a showstopper at once, and that was amazing to watch.
Yep. But tricky thing that showstopper tends to work against you at times. But then again, we even get to see Omen versus Astra. Now that's going to be interesting as well. So I'm looking forward to this. I can't wait for this to begin. For the bunch of y'all watching, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe as well. The action is just about to start. Show your support in the chat.
That's right, and very soon we are going to be having the polls coming up, so you can go ahead and show your support in the polls and pick out the team that you want to see winning tonight in this first map, which is Haven. We have Outlaw going in defense while the attack is coming in from the side of Underdogs. And currently it looks like we are going to be seeing the same exact loadout which we generally see in the first round. It's going to be Ghosts and Classics with Shield. So I'm going to be missing out on a lot of frenzy fun, but here we are.
And guess what, Aahna? They've already taken C side, haven't they? And the fact that they didn't have Killjoy there puts them on the back foot, and they've already lost CO. Outlaw Esports down a player already, not too great, and the plant's already gone through.
That's right, and we are seeing a man disadvantage coming in from the side of defense. So this is gonna be a 5v4 retake situation, and post plant with an agent advantage going in for the side of attackers. So this seems like this is gonna be an easy win for attack, unless they actually manage to lose a lot of agents without really, caring for them. We are seeing a refract coming in from the side of its boy, but currently it seems like Jet is left alone.
He thinks the attackers take the first round win. Something to mention, Ghosty's flanking did help in their cause. Our team Underdogs clearly coming in to map number 1 with an intention to win.
That's right, and we might just see an Underdog actually take over the whole match because you know this, that first round, whoever takes it, the second round is already theirs, unless and until the team decides to go for a force buy.
Checking the
But
situation.
yeah, I am definitely seeing another round coming in for the side of Underdogs, and the way they have executed, I mean, they have been on spot with the penetration as well as going in with the plant, plus holding it right. So there's Ricky boy with Ricky baby, sorry, with a very sneaky hold, and he does get traded for that, for being so careless with that one.
Yeah, 3v4 as it stands, you wouldn't want that. They did try something different, the defenders, but unfortunately it didn't work their way. They're down 2 players, and it's all up to the 3 non-duelist players to get this back.
That's right. I mean, that was a really beautiful place to hold because the attackers were actually going in blind without actually looking at the corners and checking it out. But I feel like Jet was a little bit too early to go ahead and make the presence known. If she had held off a little bit more, we might have actually gone ahead and seen a lot of kills coming in from her side. However, currently it's a 2v2. The defenders are going in for the defusal, and it seems like
Enemy remaining.
It's boy, seems like he's got it, he's got the defuse. They don't even stand a chance. Defenders, they played well. Outlaw get the first round on the map.
That's right, and I am surprised because we have not seen the second round go to the same team that took the first one. So this already is giving me, the toe-to-toe counter attacks coming in from both the sides kind of vibe. So I feel like we're gonna be here for a long time, and this is gonna be an interesting way to spend the evening.
Tricky thing here, however, the defenders, Outlaw Esports, they're sending their man Sick Flick over to A side. You'd want your Killjoy to hold C side after the attackers have hit it twice already. But clearly they're not learning from it, and Snake and the rest of the boys are headed towards mid.
That's right, and I am also surprised at the fact that the attackers have actually chosen to, reschedule their yins and yans and actually go ahead for site B this time. I'm not seeing them push C just yet, and it's not even that aggressive a push like it was in the first 2 rounds. So seems like they are being very cautious too early in the game, I guess, but to each their own, I guess.
And over a big damn 0, he's got the Blade Storm out and he's searching for opponents. He misses it, completely wasted. He's got a frenzy in hand, he doesn't even stand a chance. He gets taken out by Saw.
There it is. We are seeing a lot of kills coming in from the defending side. And okay, I am so sorry. Did we just see a sheriff take sick flick out? I spoke before myself. Anyways, with that, we are in a 3v2 situation. The plant is not in yet. This is probably the first round where we have not seen the plant go in, and it has been more than half the round already. What do you think about this round, Zatakster?
Yeah, I mean 3v2 right now, and it was a very light buy
30
over at
seconds
the
left.
attackers side, Underdogs, and they've dodged B side. They've gone to A to get the plan done, and it's gonna take a while before we see Outlaw Esports do this retake. Question is, how much of a difference will Sar be? He's flanking and he's coming through A long.
That's right. We are seeing, however, that the A side is being held from both the sides. We are seeing Omen holding the upper edge
enemy
and
remaining.
Sage kind of trying to hold from the lower side. Now, Omen does miss those shots and gets connected through Ricky Baby and has been taken out. So I think this is the defender's round already.
The default hold at Suet. He tries to pick off the diffuser, but he couldn't. Sar gets that frag, and it's second round for Outlaw Esports.
That's right. Outlaw is showing some good colors here. I mean, the first round went to Underdogs, and soon as we were on the side of Underdogs, Outlaw was like, wait up, this is just the beginning.
Indeed, it is, isn't it? And full buys all around, perhaps. This will be the first round we see full buys on both sides of the map. So a treat to watch up ahead. Again, reiterating the fact that Killjoy is holding A side time and time again. You wouldn't expect it to work in your favor, and this time around the attackers are going for a more spread push through mid with Singh over at A as well, A main.
That's right. We are seeing predictions coming in from the side of Chet. Tarun Agrawal says we might see a 13-9 coming in, and I am not gonna doubt that because his predictions have fallen accurate a lot of times. So I'm just gonna stick with that one and move on with the thought that that's exactly what we might see.
And looks
With
like
that-
it's a B push by Underdogs with both Singh as well as Ghosties holding flank. They're doing a pretty good job. They got complete control of mid. Outlaw Esports holding it back, being cautious. Let's wait it out, boys. Let them come to us.
That's right, and I am not surprised by the way Outlaw is playing with the minds of the attackers right now because they are literally waiting for the attackers to push and also making sure that they go in and give a little bit of, bullet shots coming in every now and then to make sure that the attackers are staying cautious. So they are making sure they're wasting enough time on the attacking side that they do not have chance to rotate if it comes to the point of that. However, with that, I would want to welcome everyone to the
30
stream.
seconds
Thanks
left.
for joining and do keep the chat alive. We are watching and we will be responding if you have anything for us.
Speaking of the rotate, it's happened already. Big damn Zero. He's taking control of Heaven even. I told you that Killjoy on hold on A side couldn't quite work out in their favor. He peeks, he double peeks, almost gets a collateral, but Ricky Baby gets big damn Zero.
That is right, and we are right now in a 2v3 situation. The ultimate is online on Jet, and Jet ultimates are really pretty to watch. Oh my goodness, the speed that it comes with, that's
remaining.
so enchanting to watch. However, we are not going to be seeing her actually utilize that because I don't think she's going to survive that long enough.
Baby, you might want to save, but he couldn't. Chance gets taken out by Singh. 2-2 as the score stands.
That is right, and again, just like we said couple of rounds ago, we are going to be seeing a lot of back and forth happening here. I am not thinking any one of the teams is going to give the other a chance to actually form a lead of more than 2 or 3 rounds. Their current performances seem, at par with each other.
Turret out.
Toe-to-toe performance going into the next couple of rounds. I can bet that too. But yeah, I'm sitting uncomfortably with the defender hold with Killjoy being A, but then again, they have a pretty great initiator over at C side. But yeah, mid push yet again from the attackers.
That's right, and I am not a fan of mid push when it comes to Haven because again, B is the one that can be easily reached from all sides of the map, so that is not the one I would try to make my way into if I were to, go ahead and put a plant in. C is my favorite one to go in for attackers, but I think our teams are way beyond what's favorable. They are able to take the situation and actually turn it to their favor. They're like, okay, we don't care if this is something that's gonna be advantageous to us. We're just gonna make it advantageous for ourselves.
Yeah, and also it's pretty interesting what they're doing. They're trying to pressure B site, right, and force the defenders to thinking that's where they're going. But however, little do they know they've got two players, Ricky Baby and It's Boy, right behind the wall to worry about, and they're trying the same thing they tried last round. This time around, yet again, Six takes Sing, but it's the Underdogs who pick off two Outlaw players, and Sing's back in the game.
30 seconds left.
That is right. With that resurrection, we are gonna be in a 5v3 situation right now. Outlaw is actually on a real disadvantage when it comes to man count. They have real low, manpower available to them, and on defense, having low manpower is a great loss compared to on attack, because you do have to make sure that you're watching all the sites, and with lesser number of people, it just gets more and more difficult. I am seeing the spike getting planted in C. So with that, we are going to be seeing a post-plant situation coming into C with 2v4 situation going on the man count.
Recently 2v3 now. Clearly Outlaw Esports making sure that even though this is a save round, Rifty on the horizon perhaps.
That may right be. And we are going to be seeing both the teams trying to make their way near C, while the attackers are still stacked on the backside. The defenders are still trying to make their way in. This is a hard penetration coming in for the side of defense, and Sar is going to just fall back, save the gun, and just, hold this off.
Didn't quite have the time to get the defuse done, and attackers take the round to win 2-3 as the score stands. Well, they did try and pull off something similar to the previous round by rotating to A. But of course, they quickly switched that up to going to C. Of course, appreciation where it's due. Ghosties was incredibly responsible for that, holding up at C main. Now, question is, how differently are Outlaw Esports gonna play? Because their hold has been pretty much similar round after round.
That is right, and I do want to see them going in for a new layout coming in for their side, because again, in games like Valorant, we do see teams adapt mid-game and actually, orchestrate their moves accordingly. There comes the first one.
Yeah, and Big Damn Zero is in. Sing's gotten 6 flick already, and the plant's going down. Couple of paint shells falling down through sight. Barely tags anyone at the attackers, and the wall is up, and just like that, folks, the Underdogs have A side.
That's right, and this is a post-plant scenario again with man advantage going in for the attacking side. Like we did saw Underdog go in for a cautious move for a couple of rounds, but they are coming back to bigger and stronger than before. Took everyone out of the defending side, and we are on a 2-4 situation. This is a 2-round lead. If they make 2 more on their side, my prediction will fall wrong. So.
Wouldn't it? A push from Underdogs that round clearly worked out, and even though they had Killjoy on that side, and that's what they worked technically prepared for, weren't they, Outlaw Esports? But
that's right.
Clearly didn't work in their favor. Gotta see something switch up at this point in time, but maybe they know what they're doing, and it's a hard C push from Underdogs this time around with just CO in backside to worry about. He's got a Marshall. I'd at best say he picks off one, but then again, you can't predict. Yeah, it is Valorant, and just like that, Snake gets CO.
That's right. We are in a very tight situation. A plant coming in from the side of attackers. The defenders are still scattered around, trying to make their way down. Omen is already gonna be watching the site, so let's see if he's gonna get Killjoy.
And the flank coming through from Sick Flick. Meanwhile, Ricky Baby earlier on, his Blade Storm through the smoke eradicated the opponent jet. And that's a lockdown from Sick Flick coming through. His teammates will be on their toes. Is this a retake? Meant to be for the Outlaw Esports? Yes, no, maybe not. Underdogs, they pick off 2 of Outlaw Esports' players. It's all down to Saw and CT. That lockdown is done. Shocked out coming through. Saw's gonna stand no chance. He gets taken out. Attackers take the round, win 2-5, and the punches keep on coming from the Underdogs.
That's right. With that, we are seeing a 3-round lead coming in for the side of Underdogs, and I would like to address the chat. So thanks a lot, Tarun Agrawal, for saying PixelScope is better than VCC Wildcard Norman. We are trying, and we are happy to be a part of PixelScope.
Here we are, and just as we say that, the hold has changed, Aahna. We do see the Jet, Ricky Baby, in A long now with an operator. I got a huge smile on my face, but yep, it's the mid push yet again, and they're gonna try similar to the first couple of rounds where they try to put pressure and make get control, attempt a possible B entry, but seems like the wall is up, which means they're committed to B this time around.
That's right, and I am not sure if Euro defenders have actually picked out the right position for Killjoy just yet. I mean, she's still lurking towards the connector between C and B and hasn't yet, put up much defense mechanism on C. So I don't see it working out very well until it is.
They found the Achilles heel, however, the attackers. It's Ricky Baby missing shots with an operator at A side. No one player for support. Sar comes through with the trade. Chance gets the trade, however. It's 4v4 as it stands, and Ricky Baby backed off.
That is right. The plant is already going in, and with that, we are seeing a post-plant scenario with both the teams going level in head-to-head. Seekers is already out. All the intel is coming in for the side of the defenders. They have also gone in with the resurrection, but it's not working out. Ghosties is going crazy with that gun. Does get taken out by CO, but then we are still seeing the attackers go in for double the kills than the deaths they are facing. So that's gonna be 2-6 score line.
And the satchel to end that round. Talk about a way to finish it off. G-Snake. Oh god, 2-6. I mean, clearly the first two rounds might have taken us by surprise, but right now what's happening, it's very evident that the defenders have to step up. But then again, credit to Outlaw Esports, right? Because this is an attacker-sided map. Ideally, 3 sites. Bit difficult to hold, but then again with the single duelist comp, how confident are you on the attacker side?
I mean, on Haven, I never thought attack is. On Haven, I never thought that defense is the advantageous side. So I feel like the attackers are gonna be capitalizing. But after the switch, we might see the tables turn a little. With that, a lot of kills have already come in back to back. Raze is left alone to fend for the attacking team, with Outlaw, Sar, and Jet still waiting to take that kill.
A duelist with a spike. G-Snake heading through the defender's side spawn. And he's headed to A side. I'm pretty sure he'll get the plant down, and it'll take a while before Outlaw Esports players rotate to A. Ricky Babies and Sar making sure C side's clear, and they're predicting a possible push from Garage. Maybe they're wondering, where is G-Snake hiding? For all you know. But yeah, the A site is clear, and he'll get the plant down almost instantly.
That's right, and that was a very clever move from the side of Raze, because like C is the easiest site on this map for attackers, and still he chose to go all the way around to A. That's a smart move, because that's where you are not gonna be seeing defenders expecting you. There comes a kill from G-Snake already, but he is gonna get refragged very soon if he is not aware, and there he goes, getting taken out by Sar. This is gonna be an easy defuse.
Yes, it will be. Securing another round for Outlaw Esports, a much needed one. After a consecutive amount of wins for the opponents. But yeah, 3-6 the score stands, and possibly we're still in for a brilliant game as it stands.
That is right, and just as we thought this is not gonna go to a very huge lead anytime in this game, with that I do want to address more of the chat. So I am really sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but Ventini Mohan, it is a best of 3, so you are gonna be seeing 3 maps coming in back to back. We are already on Haven, and the next ones are gonna be Split and Ascent in the exact same order. And for another question coming in from Mayank Gupta, this is not a tournament match. Yes.
Yeah, I gotta cut you off because A push coming through from the attacker side. This time seems like Outlaw Esports have figured it out with both Ricky Baby and Sar on side. But Ricky Baby gets taken out by the Bladestorm. Sar gets 2 in that corner. And he's trying to take out an Outlaw. Oh my god, he was
buddy.
trying to take out his own teammate and didn't work in his favor. But as it stands, they're just entering side. Will have the
enemy
plant
remaining.
in, but it's Big Damn Zero with the Blade Storm. 3k for him, and he's still out there prying on side. 6 plays, 1 long.
Sixlick was in a very good position, could have gotten a kill onto Jet, but then he gets taken out by Ghosties. Ghosties has been really aware all through the map.
Indeed, as he's been the flank watcher you'd want him to be, and
I should probably place some stars in
pretty
the astral
much.
plane.
their hold, their entry and their hold, right after that spike is down, is absolutely brilliant coming from Underdogs. It almost seemed like Outlaw Esports had poised themselves for a really good round there with Ricky Baby and Sour on both on A side and that push coming through. But unfortunately, between that, Omen ult and the players coming through, they didn't stand a chance.
That's right. Tell me, Zatakster, what do you feel about the loadout coming in from the side of defenders right now? Because we are seeing them going in with Sheriff and Frenzies right now.
And I guess we're a bit too late to talk about it because the round spoke for itself. That light bike cost them everything. It's all down to Sar, who's walking around in mid. He's gonna try and get an exit or so, an exit kill or so. One at best with a frenzy, but then again, let's not take away anything from him. We've seen him step up from a corner or from afar.
That's right, and Shanch is not aware of the positioning of Astra, so that feels like Sar is gonna have a shot at Snake. He does take him out and then falls back immediately, so we are gonna be seeing, that getting a hold now.
He gets two. No, wait, them letting this happen, but yes, Shans gets Sar out. A bit too close for comfort, in my opinion, but yeah, he did a good job at making sure eco is affected pretty darn well for the opponents. 3-8, and we're possibly gonna see this half end in the favor of the attackers on Haven. That's no surprise.
That is right. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a 9-3, but I am expecting an 8-4 because if you don't have four rounds at least in the first half, the second half becomes really, really difficult because that's a very steep slope to climb up. But again, this is Haven. The attackers always have an advantage, so we might see that coming in for the side of Outlaw as well. Ricky Baby coming in with a very sharp kill with that operator, and I am wanting to see more of that because that operator is such a fun run to watch.
Goes for comfort, Hunter's Fury along with an opponent Jet, but Star gets the Big Damn Zero just in time. Ricky Baby gets healed real quick, so good for him. Otherwise, it was 11 HP with an operator. Not too great. That's a showstopper coming through from G-Snake. He's trying to clear C set. He's still got an opponent right there. CO gets the trade off of Singh. It's 2v3, but by the time they can get the spike down, which they aren't, they're rotating.
That is right, and I am surprised by the number of times we are seeing so many, rotates coming in from the side of the attackers. And this time they are literally announcing the rotates by going in with that gunshot spam coming in from the side of Snake.
And Sar holding the flank as well, and much like the round earlier on, A-side spear and the plants down. A retake that needs to work in their favor to put them at just a slight bit of an advantage going into the attack side for Outlaw Esports. Let's see how they take this.
That is right. The operator is there sitting on the edge. All the defenders are collectively trying to go in for the defuse while the attackers are wrapping them from both the sides. So I am completely sure that we might see some good things coming in from the side of Ghosties. He goes in with 2 kills already, gets taken out by its boy, but then there's a kill coming in from the side of G-Snake. With that, 9-3.
Switching sides.
Yes. And yeah, back to Ghosties. He clearly had an impact that round. He made sure that they weren't going away with that round. 3-9 into the half. Well, looking back at the half itself, on defender side, Outlaw Esports seemed a bit phased out, to be honest. Every time they tried something different, they were either a bit too late, or they probably were trying to counter Underdogs pretty much head on, but that push Underdogs had played into their advantage. How will Outlaw do on attacker side? We'll find out in just a moment for sure. But yeah, looking forward to see Underdogs defend.
Standing ahead.
That is right. I mean, I am pretty excited to see how this table turn is gonna show up for the side of Outlaw, because for Underdogs, they already have a good lead to, you know, margin on. But for Outlaw, this is gonna be the difficult part. So Sixflick is coming in with a very cool kill with that Frenzy. I have always been a fan of Sixflick on off Frenzy, because this guy with a Killjoy does a really good job and does rock a Frenzy well.
Course. I think Sick Flick might just wanted to go A, and his team might have just said, "Hold up, boy." I think that would be the greatest option, and clearly that his team was right. Chance gets that pick off 4v4. And Garage is the place to be right now.
That's right. And with that, we are seeing all the attackers trying to move in towards C, while the defenders are still collected in B and still making their way through the whole, you know, blockade that has been created from the attacking side. The plant is in, and the defenders are still figuring out how to actually go about it. We are seeing an aggressive push coming in from the defending side, making sure they are covering all the entrances.
And 2 picks from the Underdog team, and another one, an alt-fire kill from G-Snake, and that nade will get CO as well. G-Snake, 3k round win for defenders.
That's right, and this is such a mirrored deja vu thing happening constantly. We are seeing G-Snake and, you know, Ghosties getting stuck in the last for so many times. I think they're the ones with the least number of kills. Deaths. Deaths.
G-Snake, what a way to step up for his team. And it's a force buy from both sides. Tricky round this is gonna be. And you'd want to get this round, wouldn't you? Either whether you were Outlaw Esports or if you were Underdogs. And seems like I won't be surprised if Outlaw Esports tried what Underdogs usually did. Go through mid, hold up a bit, and then decide which side to hit.
That rhymed. That was clever. Anyways. With that, we are seeing them actually making the same moves that we have seen Underdogs go with, but I think you cannot play the game with the, you know, with the creator of the game. So there goes Sick Flick taking the first kill on Big Damn Zero, but we're still seeing the rotate being, you know, easily whiffed off and covered for.
Yep. And Big Damn Zero, he's been trying ever since he got onto the defender side to flank as much as he can, but it's singing Ghosties yet again. G-Snake gets another one on the other side of the map. Its bug gets taken out, and it's all down to a couple of players on the Outlaw Esports side. Now down to 1.
Mid.
That's right, and we are now seeing Sick Flick alone left to fend for the whole team. And as an attacker, being the only one left is not the most optimal situation. And currently, he seems to be sandwiched between Omen and G-Snake. Does manage to take the kill on G-Snake, but then loses the fight to Sing 7, and Sing 7 has sealed this round for the team Underdogs.
11. One more round, and Team Underdogs head into match point. This is where you might want to switch things up, Outlaw Esports. I know it's just map 1, but you'd want every map to count. Cheeky things they did last round. They tried their best to replicate what their opponents were doing, but didn't quite work in their favor. This time around, they're gonna lay low a bit towards spawn. The buy seems like a light one, so they're gonna expect the defenders to push them, but then again, I don't see this falling into their favor.
That is right. We are seeing maps stay pretty easy for Underdogs, I guess, and I think they are making it look pretty easy. So with that comes another kill from the side of Ghosties, but he does get taken out by its boy. And just as I said that they were making it easy, we were left with G-Snake alone.
The 1v1, and what went down earlier was towards attacker's spawn. It was the after smoke, which was the differentiator, because that confused the defenders just enough for the attackers to pick off the players one by one with ghosts. But it's 1v1 Spectre versus Vandal. Question mark?
The satchel was already used, and I was sure this was gonna be a kill for G-Snake, and that came out to be the same thing as I thought, so I'm happy about that. And yeah, I mean, G-Sync did have all the advantages. He had the showstopper online. He also had more HP than Sage. So this was definitely a win for Outlaw. Sorry, Team Underdogs coming in.
21 frags, Mr. G Snake, and you're on match point as well.
That is right, and that's with just 9 deaths. So that's literally 3 more kills than double the number of the deaths. So why am I doing math?
A lot of people question themselves for that, but moving on. Right now, the question which is out there is definitely for Outlaw Esports. What do we do different to make sure Haven's still in contention for us? And they're much more spread out this time around. They're weighing their options, and right now they're just gonna hold.
I mean, this map was a pick from the Underdogs, so I wouldn't be surprised if they actually just secure it in this round and make it a win for their team. But the next one is a pick coming in from the side of Outlaw, and we are gonna be seeing Outlaw go in for attack on split for the next match. So that could be the game changer for them. Though I do not have a lot of hopes for this map anymore for Outlaw, because this is gonna be a strong comeback required. Like, you'll have to get like 9 wins in a row to even come to an equalizer.
Sour picks of 2 because they picked off Ricky Baby, and just like that, Ricky Baby's back in the game, and everybody's coming through from C side, and this G Snake close. We have the audacity to push smoke. Don't tell me you're gonna do it, G Snake. Yes, he's going to. He's got everyone in his side. Spikes down. Couldn't quite get more than one. And just like that, it's a 1v4.
That is right, and I am seeing Sixflick go in with the utilization of the turret at the right spot. Shansh has taken the turret out, but that has given away the positioning. However, still managed to get the kill on Sixflick, and this is gonna be
Spike planted.
Spike plant 1v3 post plant situation going in for the side of defenders on man count loss.
Impressive standard hole in fact, and with it being Shansh, unfortunately not a duelist, it's not going to work out in their favor. Sar did brilliantly 3k in that round, and looks like there's a tiny bit of hope for the attackers Outlaw Esports.
I am seeing Utpal Basumantre, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing the name wrong, say Bhal Khelise, and I am not sure if which language it is, but I think it means it's a good game. Yeah. Okay, playing good. Okay, yeah. So I have been corrected, and yes, good to know. That's how it's said. And yes, they are playing good. So moving on back into the game.
More spread out from the attacker side, and a bit too aggressive perhaps from the defenders. Picks off 2, it's boy at Garage. Sing 7 with that Marshall, picks off Ricky Baby, and right now 3v4 already.
That's right, and with that we are seeing the defenders on man count loss trying to, you know, balance off all the kills that they are trading off for. It's still gonna be a 3v2 situation. The plant is not yet in, but it's not gonna be difficult to put one now.
Yeah, and unfortunately there's Sick Flick hadn't seen Shansh right next to him, but then again got him at the end. Both players decide to go to heaven. That's never gonna work out for you, Underdogs. But Big Ram 0 gets taken out. It's boy, he's gone Battle Sage, and it's Sing 7 at heaven. I mean, question mark, how long? Not for long. Sick Flick gets that, and attackers take the round win.
That is right, and we are seeing quite some rounds coming in from the side of Outlaw now. Is this gonna be the most epic comeback? Let us know in the comments. What do you think? Are we gonna see an equalizer coming up, or is this just you know, silent before the storm, calm before the storm?
Interesting thing to see is that Big Damn Zero's got the operator out this time around. We did see him with the Marshall in the previous round, but with an operator, how much of a difference he can make, we'll find out soon enough. But that's the instant Hunter's Fury coming through from the defenders. It might just tag a bit. No, it does one better. CO's out of the picture.
That is right, and with that, we are seeing the most, you know, utilized Hunter's Fury coming in from the side of Ghosties again, who is kind of carrying the weight of the team by himself. I mean, all of them have kills, but I'm seeing the most crucial ones being taken out by G Snake and Ghosties.
And the attackers, they're sticking to A side this time around, and they're playing it cautiously, of course. Little do they know, it's Ghosties on the other side. Well, he's known for his hold flank watches. We did see him do quite a bit in the past couple of rounds, and the lockdown comes through.
With that lockdown already online, we are going to be seeing the attackers kind of trying to, make sure that they are able to get all the defenders that move out. But G-Snake is going to be doing the damage here, taking Sickflick out. With 5 still remaining on the defending side, we're going to be
30
seeing
seconds
3
left.
attackers trying to hold on to the pre-plant situation.
Snake dodged a bullet there by getting the frag that was important. He was
You want to
caught
fight
off
it?
by that lockdown, and that's the Aahna coming through. Location dart through the ult
Planted.
to reveal the area for the defenders. Spikes down though.
That is right. With that, we are in a 3v5 post-plant situation. The resurrection has happened, and Sing7 is still, trying to figure out his positioning on the map. I did see him, move around from B connection to C, and with that, a parade of kills coming in from the side of defense.
That made to wrap it up. G-Snake gets sour, and just like that, folks, defenders take the round win, the final round win. It is the Underdog Haven.
That is right, and we have seen Haven getting taken down by Underdogs so easily. They made it look so fluid. I mean, really well played by G-Snake and Ghosties, honestly. Like, everyone did good, but their gameplay was on top of the rest.
Yeah, definitely. On the attacker side, they were able to hold those flanks pretty well, making sure Big Damn Zero didn't stand a chance to execute whatever was going through his head. And of course, on the defender side as well, they did brilliantly as an initiator and a controller would. But yeah, just through and through, Outlaw Esports tried their best, but they couldn't quite get their footing on the attacker side. And yeah, at the end of the day, it was the Underdogs who called game.
That's right. However, this is not the end of the game. We are still going to be seeing 2 more maps coming up. So the next one is a pick by Team Outlaw, and they have picked Split, where they are going to be attacking first. So I think they are going to have the attacker advantage coming in when they go to Split, and with that we might see them actually, capitalizing on that choice of map. But yeah, what do you think your expectations are gonna be like for the map of Split? What are the agent selections that you expect to see on that?
Yeah, I'm hoping Ricky Baby goes Raze. I'd love to see that. But just overall, right, on the Outlaw Esports side, to see players like Ricky Baby and SARS step up going into Split would be great.
Right. I would definitely want to see some of Killjoy. Obviously, that's definitely going to be there, and also Sky, because I like seeing Sky go in from spawn directly towards site A and actually execute with the flashes, because that's an easy in that I've seen a lot of Sky players do for the map of Split. But with that, we are gonna be taking a small tiny break for all of our viewers to get the chance to go ahead and get their refills so that they are all fueled up while we walk into the next map, which is gonna be Split. So right after a very short break, we're gonna see you guys. Welcome back, and as you all know, this is Valorant Summer Showdown 2021 presented by PixelScope, and we are here for the second map of this very interesting match going on between Underdogs and Team Outlaw. I am your host, Aahna, and this is my co-caster, Zatakster.
And I can't wait to head into map 2. But before that, map 1, what a map that was between Outlaw Esports and Underdogs. But yeah, map 2 going in a split. Outlaws on the advantage, some might say. And with the amount of support you see in chat, they might just pull off a win.
That is right. And with that, I'll just give out the information about the second map, and that is gonna be the map of Split, which was chosen by Outlaw, and Outlaw is gonna be the one attacking here. And before we move on to any further details, let me just give a big shout out to our associate partners, that is Goodnight Esports. Thanks a lot for making this whole scene possible. And for the people on chat wondering about the prize pools, this is basically a scrim, so we are gonna be giving cash prize to whoever wins the match immediately after it. So that's gonna be that.
Yeah, that means this map's gonna count. Will Underdogs be done with it and call game, or will Outlaw Esports take this to map number 3? Oh,
That
we'll
is
find
right.
out.
And if we do go to map number 3, it is gonna be Ascent. And I mean, we've all loved and hated Ascent a lot, if I'm not wrong, because like
Yeah.
it's been there the longest, so it's one that you've all been comfortable with, but also it's one that's always played, so we're tired of giving all the details about the same map over and over. But yeah, with that, talking about the current map, we are on Split. I was not expecting to see a KO, but we are seeing a KO. What are your thoughts upon having a KO on Split?
I mean, it's going to be brilliant to watch Ghosties play KO after what he did last map. I'm curious to see how he'll do. But I must mention, I asked for Ricky Baby to be on the Rays, and he is on the Rays. I am
That is
I'm edging to support Outlaw Esports here, and I really hope this does go down to the wire on a map 3, and hopefully Ricky Baby is on the forefront of making that happen.
That would be interesting to watch. I mean, your one wish has already been granted, and they have gone in with Ricky, like a Ricky Baby running on Rays. But let's see if they're gonna be granting the second wish of yours. It is a pick by Outlaw itself, so I think we are gonna be seeing them, kind of honing their skills on this one and actually coming out on the upper hand, taking us towards the decider.
And KO on both sides. So yeah, we're in for a treat. Hard push coming through from B side. Main in fact. By the defenders. Big Damn Zero quick with the ult off. Almost got it, but couldn't quite get it in time. And just like that, the abilities go poof.
That is right. We are seeing a double duelist gameplay coming in from the side of the defenders, that is Team Underdogs, and we are seeing a double sentinel push coming in from the side of the attackers, that is Team Outlaw. So what do you think is going to be more advantageous on this map?
The way I see it, Split, you need 2 duelists ideally, but the differentiator here is the fact that Sick Flicks on KO, playing KO, you can play that a bit aggressive, much like a duelist. Not completely, of course. You still need that Reyna, that real might of a duelist to make things happen. But then again, it's just round one. Anything's possible. And I'm looking forward to see the Ricky Baby, Sick Flick combination going into the next couple of rounds.
That is right. That would be an interesting one to watch because they are running on the best, combo agents anyways. The poll is already up, so all of
30
our
seconds
viewers
left.
can now go ahead and put up their votes on who they think is gonna be taking the second map, and just shoot in your votes, and we'll discuss this at the end of the map.
Yep. Both Chaos get a frag each, and Singh gets a player of the Outlaw team. Shansh gets another, and Ricky Baby gets Shansh. And just like that, it's a 3v2.
One enemy remaining.
Time's running out,
10
however.
seconds left.
Probably the best time to get the plant, but not for long. Didn't even stand a chance. Outlaw Esports get taken out by the defenders, Underdogs.
That is right. The Underdogs are already showing their domination on the map. They have done the same thing. Sorry, they already showed us the same thing in the last map as well. So I am not gonna be surprised if they are able to do the same here. However, I feel like this is a more favored side for the attackers again, because there are so many ways to, hold and plant. Like the default plants obviously exist, but you can still twitch it around and kind of go for better positions of plant, which are going to be unexpected for the defending side. So it's easier to hold with all those elevations coming into play.
Yeah, and they've made sure the attackers don't stand a chance at mid, Team Underdogs. And what a push coming through from G-Snake and Shansh. And they've picked off 2 players of the Outlaw Esports. And just like that, the fight's going towards the attackers. And G-Snake's taken complete control of main. He's cornering them, he picks off 3. And just like that, it's all down to Outlaw, Z4C. And he doesn't even stand a chance. Singh gets him. Defenders take the round win yet again.
That is right. We are gonna be moving into the third round with 2 rounds already going in towards the side of defense, that is Team Underdogs. And oh my god, the way they are executing, this is so fluid. I mean, I already mentioned it the last map, but you tell me, what do you feel is going wrong for the side of Team Outlaw? Because I mean, Outlaw is one of the best teams that are out there. Then what is it that they are not being able to capitalize on that's actually putting them in these trails where
clearly,
such easy executions are happening from the side of Underdog?
Yeah, and clearly as we talk about it, I'm pretty sure they're talking about it too with that tech pause coming through. The thing is, Outlaw Esports, they're finding it hard to find their footing during pistol rounds. Now, if you don't find your footing during pistol rounds, if you can't figure out a clear strat of execution, making sure that plant goes down, which they didn't get done in either of the 2 rounds that just went through, it's going to be difficult to keep the momentum up. Then again, split. Defenders sided in some opinions, perhaps. But yeah, I'm still betting on Ricky Baby. He's on the raise. He's got Sick Flick for support. I think we're just getting started. 2 rounds for Underdogs. I'm not going to take away anything from Outlaw Esports.
That is right. I am seeing everyone on the defense running on a Spectre with Big Damn Zero going in for a Marshall. I have started liking seeing Marshall on the competitions coming up, because initially I felt like, okay, Marshall is one of the guns that very few people actually go for when they're playing in competitions. But this seems like the new meta coming in. I have seen so many teams going for Marshalls and actually capitalizing on that buy, that now I am holding on to those kills coming in from the side of Big Damn Zero. But he gets traded off right after 1 kill, but he has managed to take 6 out, which is a huge loss, because KO being out means you do not have the ability of stopping other utilities from opposite side anymore.
And Ricky Baby didn't stand a chance at mid. Shansh got him out, and Z4Z is going ballistic into vents as well. Sing 7 trots back to A side. A Heaven doesn't stand a chance. It's boy gets 1, but gets traded off by Ghosties.
That's right. In a 3v2 situation, the plant has not yet gone in, and Outlaw is still at a man disadvantage. I think Outlaw does need to go ahead and, find the right rhythm for the players, because right now it seems like that's missing.
Clearly, and surprised to see Ricky Baby Snake head towards A side. I think they're expecting an A push, but guys, They're all at B. The two players they're at B, but Chance is right there with a spectator in the corner. Didn't see him. D4C gets taken out. Zar gets taken out, and it was the cheeky Sage in the corner that made sure he fans his way to the victory.
That was such a nice way to close the round, and honestly, I think there was a lack of communication going in on the side of Outlaw, but that is something I am sure they must have noticed and will be fixing on very soon. With that, we are already going to be walking into the fourth round with 3-0 scoreline. That means that the win streak on the side of Underdogs has been untouched so far.
Clearly, and now they're going spread out this time around Outlaw Esports. We did see them do this similarly on Haven as well. They're going to weigh their options, see where the most amount of players have been deployed from the defenders, and it looks like it is mid. And Ricky Baby sends Boombot to Wentz. Big Damn Zero is holding a corner with Shansh for assistance as well. The pain shells goes to Wentz as well, but Shansh on top backs off. Big Damn Zero in the corner. Are they aware? No, they're not. Ricky Baby gets taken out. Sing 7 gets Z4C on the other side, and G Snake gets sick flick.
Spike down B.
That is right, and right now we are in a 4v2 situation which has been turned into a 4v1 with that kill coming in from the side of Ghosties. Okay, Ghosties running on KO is a very big advantage going in for the side of Underdogs, honestly. And with Shanch going in for so many kills back to back, trying to dominate the map, we have walked into a 4-0 scoreline. I mean,
Esports. This is
exactly.
epic.
I mean, I am seeing the Initiator and the Sentinel kind of like, you know, go in for the most number of kills from the side of Underdogs right now. And they are actually making it work. I mean, there are specific ways you're supposed to play specific agents. So duelists are the ones who go in, take the early frags, and you know, make sure that the team has lesser people to deal with in the further rounds. But I feel like right now that job is being done much better and much efficiently from the side of this Initiator and Sentinel combo coming in with Sage and KO.
They've pretty much taken over A side almost, but its boy is on lock. Gets taken out by Big Dan Zero on B side, so that didn't quite work in their favor. Just held off one duelist on the defender side, but 4v3 as it stands. They might be poised to get the first round on this map, Outlaw Esports.
That's right, and we are seeing Outlaw making sure that they are controlling all elevation sites. Like they have people holding the lower grounds, they have people holding mid, and we are seeing a push coming in from the side of Ricky Baby towards the higher side. And there comes the kill from Ricky Baby onto Shanch. 6-flick managed one onto Big Damn Zero, and this is a 4v1 situation. Is it gonna be doable for Raze?
No, he duly backs off, making sure he gets that Vandal saved up. And he possibly might just look for an exit kill or two. But yeah, Outlaw Esports picks off the first round on a map they picked.
That is right. The votings are in, and with the current situation, after 22 votes, it feels like there's a stronger support coming in for the side of Outlaw. Just like it did in the previous map, we had a strong support coming in for Outlaw, and Underdogs not so much, but still Underdogs did manage to win that one. So I'm not gonna completely rely on the vote count for predicting wins here.
But again, that support will come for a lot. Outlaw Esports have a lot to deliver, with a bunch of folks in the chat hoping to see a victory for their team. And it's a similar push. They figured this is the strat that might just work for a second time back to back. Leave its boy on lock. But this time around, it's by being cautious. He knows Big Damn Zero, he's holding an operator at B main. And looks like they've got A site already.
That is right, and that easy execution into A from the side of Outlaw is reminding me of the fluidity that we were talking about in the beginning of the game. I think they have already found their rhythm and are working on it. So we're gonna be seeing some tap dances coming in from the side of Outlaw very soon, I think.
Yeah, but it's boy better hurry up, because all his teammates are taking gunfights, and just like that, that's the KOL coming through from the attacker side.
That was a really good crosshair placement coming in from the side of Sar, but it took him a second to realize that he actually had it onto Omen and missed that kill. But there was some really good crosshair placement going on for the side of Sar.
And Outlaw Esports picking off one by one the defenders. You'd want to save that operator if you don't stand a chance of taking this, but Big Damn Zero does make sure it flicks out of the picture. Just like he dashes into sight with Blade Storm. Doesn't work in his favor. Z4C picks off another one. All down to Sing 7. He tries to pick off one. He does, but doesn't quite stand a chance against Sar.
That is right. I mean, Sar has been doing a good job for the side of Outlaw as well, along with the games coming in from the side of Underdog. So we are on a 4-2 scoreline, not a big steep slope here. So Outlaw can actually be coming up, rising, emerging on this map and taking us to the decider. So I am actually hoping to see the decider because I do not love seeing Ascent a lot, but when I don't see it, I miss it.
All right. Even I'm looking forward to it. Like I mentioned, I want to see Ricky Baby at his best. And looks like they've switched sites. They've sent its boy on the lurk towards A, and they're hitting B site this time around.
That is right, and with that execution coming in towards B, we are seeing that Cypher is still trying to, however, make a presence felt towards the side of A, probably for a diversion or distraction, but he gets taken out by Big Dem Zero running on that operator. We are gonna be seeing no one left towards the side of A, and all attackers kind of concentrated towards B, while the defenders are still deciding on which side is the one that's gonna be actually taken down.
Taken on top of his wall. Chant gets taken out in the trade. Star gets a pick off as well. Outlaw Esports, they're pretty much sorted out the site itself, but they've not been able to get the plant down, have they? They're trying to get hold of the site properly, and the operator didn't stand a chance. Star gets 2, and it's 2v1, but he's possibly gonna try and res his teammate.
We are going to be seeing a fight coming in between Sing and Outlaw Saur, where Sing wins it, but then Outlaw Saur does take Cypher out, I guess. I missed that.
Yeah, if I'm not wrong. And as it stands, it's 1v1, not for long. Sing 7 just blatantly opens fire on A's side and picks off Sick Flick just like that. Now, clearly, he's stepping up for his team, and that's another round win for the defenders.
That is right, and we are clearly seeing our Outlaw trailing behind right now with that initiation to actually trying to close the gap between their scoreline and that of Underdogs. They did come up with 2 rounds, but then Underdogs has taken it back into their into their side, and so far there has been only 1 round where we have seen the plant get planted and also get held off well.
Of course.
So I am waiting to see if we're gonna be seeing more plant executions and post-plant situations coming in from the side of the attackers, because that's one that they can actually capitalize on when it comes to the map of Split.
And a push yet again with its boy on the lurk at B side. This time around, its boy might just have some sort of fight in mid up against Big Damn Zero, and yes, he did. He gets taken out instantly. Ricky Baby, he's got control of ramps. He's trying to clear the air for his team.
With that, we are seeing that everyone is stacked up towards A, and that is like a clear entry towards B right now. If the attackers actually decide on rotating, they can do it, but currently seems like there's gonna be trades of kills happening constantly left and right. With that, man counter advantage still rolling for the defending side.
Spike down.
Smart ghosties with the suppression coming through. As it stands 4v1, an attempted res, and makes good on that. Defenders take the round win. Tricky thing we missed in the middle. G-Snake just flung a satchel over at Ricky Baby, and Ricky Baby was taken out just like that. I wonder who's the better race there.
Well, I mean, I would place my bets on G-Snake, but To each his own. I think yours is already on Ricky Baby, and it's clear to
Yeah,
all of us, isn't it?
I'm pushing for Ricky Baby to do better because, I think he's got it within him, and clearly the chat agrees with me. The support is there for Outlaw Esports as well. But the more I see the scoreline, the more the patterns forming similar to that of Haven. They were going punch for punch in the earlier rounds, but they lost their momentum yet again, and we're up in a 2-6 already.
That is right. And with that, that's like 8 rounds already. That's two-thirds of the first half. And in that, we are already seeing a strong, build up done from the side of the defense. Even if they win like 2 more rounds in the remaining 4, they're gonna be having enough margin to walk into the next half with. So that's gonna be a strong, outlook on the side of defense. But I am not sure what is gonna be the most optimal, way for the attackers to walk into the second round, because it does not seem like they're gonna have the opportunity to be able to get all 4 wins and walk in with an equalizer.
And looking at the way Outlaw Esports have been coordinating their attack, right? The rounds that they did end up winning were the ones which they had sent its boy on the lurk over to B side. Now, mind you, they did end up losing one of the rounds where that happened, but that was when the push from A side didn't quite work out in their favor. So clearly, there's an opportunity to be capitalized on somewhere in the mix. Possibly send 2 players on the lock, but that would be tricky because pushing into the site would be incredibly difficult in some cases, especially when the likes of Big Damn Zero is holding an operator specifically at the site you're trying to push. And as I say that, Big Damn Zero, he's crouching and he's fanning himself nice and long in B heaven.
That's right. And I am currently seeing that Ricky Baby is just stuck in that position. We are on a technical pause anyways. So I would like to know from you what you think is gonna be the best site for Cypher to hold once we see Outlaw coming into defense.
Outlaw coming into defense, it's boy.
Yeah.
B sides is playground. That's pretty much it. B side. I mean, if they're not going to make it difficult on defender's side, they don't stand a chance for map 3 Outlaw Esports. That's where they can capitalize, but you'd want to see them pick off more rounds. It was a 3-9 half in the last map. On this map, I'd love to see them even close into 6-6, even though it does seem unlikely with the momentum the underdogs have built so far. But at best, 4-8 would be convenient going into the defender side for Outlaw Esports.
That's right, and 4-8 is what I think we should be going in with. So that's literally the only optimal way to walk into the next half, or maybe 5-7. Anything more than 4-8 is the optimal way to move into the next half for Outlaw. However, 4-8 itself does not look bad for underdogs here.
Yep. On the attack, we did see them cautiously attack in some rounds, but planned and well executed on the attack. So yeah, underdogs, we can't take away anything from them regardless of the split pick coming through from the Outlaw Esports side. Yeah, it's not over until it's over.
That's right. And I do want to make a remark here that I feel like there's a lot of potential that goes into this map on playing the ropes. There's very few, but there are a couple, and they can be utilized a lot more than what we're already seeing on the maps. So I feel like it would be fun to watch, someone actually going ahead and trying to make sure that they make all the rope uses and, give it a more twitchy look, so that we can have a good hold coming in on dual elevation points from a single agent.
Yep. Funny you say that. That reminded me that we saw only one round where Outlaw Esports actually ended up pushing mid properly, and that was when Z4C and Ricky Baby attempted a mid push. Didn't quite go their way, but I think a more coordinated mid push just might work in their favor, bringing into consideration the ropes, as you mentioned, and we might see things turn towards their favor.
That is right, and I think that is something that they can capitalize on. Not only them, actually both the teams can actually capitalize on that and we'll just have to wait and see which one does it better if they decide to do it. That is.
And on the defense side, the change I've noticed so far from the underdogs, at least, Big Damn Zero, he was usually trying to flank. This time around, he's actually executing pretty well. His holds are are better, and he's actually delivering for his team.
That's right. And I mean, I am seeing Big Damn Zero go in for some very unconventional kills and unconventional moves coming in from his side, which has already erupted a lot of commotion in chat, as we're seeing. But yeah, I mean, those kills are just so out of the ordinary that they can easily trap someone. And I mean,
There.
I am a heavy siege player. I do it a lot, so I feel like a lot of times just doing the unexpected gets you so much higher on the edge, right?
Yeah, it does. And speaking about the unexpected, what was expected was sending off 2 players on the lurk, perhaps. And yes, they
Spike
did
down
outlaw
A.
esports, but that push on A became difficult, like I predicted. And right now, the
Here.
defenders have the spike.
That is right. You called it. The defenders are now going to be holding it off, and I don't see a way in which it is possible for the attackers to recover it. Because see, the worst point as an attacker that you can go to on this map is losing
30
the spike.
seconds left.
Because once there is a man advantage on the defense along with your spike, there is no way you can go ahead and recover it, because your entry points are limited and constrained. So there's literally someone watching you, as well as someone watching the back of the person watching
10
you.
seconds left.
And with 10 seconds left, I'm pretty sure Outlaw Esports aren't going to think twice to watch
Last
that back
player
in any
standing.
manner as they rush into the line of sight of their opponents, and defenders take the round win. 7-2.
That is right. I mean, I don't know why that push happened. It
Yep.
could have just waited off and saved their guns, I guess.
But then again, eco matters so much. And when I look at things right now on the Outlaw Esports side, right, this time around they're going with a similar strat, but they're making sure the spike goes B, because clearly both Sick Flick as well as SAR managed to stay alive more time compared to their teammates. So this is a wise decision by them. They've got only 1 player to worry about at B side. Both of them have been revealed and suppressed by Ghosties. The Ghosties will hold firm at B side.
That is right. We are seeing the first blood getting taken down already. G Snake has managed to kill onto Sage, and Ricky Baby has taken Sing 7 down, equalizing the number of man count on both the teams. Right now, we are seeing a very scattered association of agents going on. There's quite a few people on B, but then the rest of them are just heather on the map. And with that, I am still trying to figure out what the move is gonna be like from the side of Outlaw. I'm trying to contemplate what their
Enemy remaining.
idea is behind this one.
Spike down.
Yeah, they
B.
almost had it with Sick Flick and his teammate Omen on B side, but they couldn't quite get that frag onto Ghosties in time to get the spike planted, and that leaves its boys alone and rendered alone going up against the
standing.
Rays. He gets him off as well. G Snake's out of the picture. 1v1 Jet versus Cypher, and
30
he
seconds
doesn't have the
left.
spike either.
That's right. I have no idea why Jet is even trying to go into different places and keep a watch on multiple angles. You just need to watch the. Okay, you knew what you were doing, Big Damn Zero. I am so sorry for having doubted your decision.
Off the Cypher real
There.
quick, and 8-2. So possible 4-8 finish? Question mark? Ricky baby.
That may be. In any case, we do know that it's not gonna be anything less than 4-8. So with that, this is definitely gonna be at least an optimal round for underdogs in any case, if not more than advantageous while walking into the second half.
Hard B push and no one's on site. The closest player is Underdogs' Shansh, and they have zero idea, perhaps. Oh no, they've realized as well. Ghosties is running towards side, but he's slowed. There's pain shells as well, and Sing and
planted.
Ghosties can't do much. There's a KO inside the smoke, and little do they know it's a run and gun demon of Sick Flick.
We are on such a point, like the attackers have gone in so easy, put up the plant so easy. I might be seeing Outlaw coming back on the surface right now with those back-to-back kills coming in from the side of Shanshan, still getting shut down by Ricky Baby. This is another round
Last
coming in
round
for the
before the
side of
switch.
Outlaw, and this is 8-3 scoreline. That's the last round remaining on the first half. And if it's won by Outlaw, they are gonna be having at least an opportunity to make a decent comeback without too much pressure of going on a win streak of like 9 or 10 rounds in a row.
Brilliant execution by Outlaw Esports, I must say. Hard push into B. Brilliantly played, player for player, and that sick flick pushing through CT did brilliantly.
Trinav Gogoi is asking if I am a god girl. I
down
don't know,
A.
you tell me. If that looks suit, I will go into B1.
Staying on the map, however, another girl on the map, Big Damn Zero, the Jet, takes from out and he's lurking through sewers. And he gets spotted as well. Now he's gonna have company, isn't he? It's all right above him. Question
Last
is, can
player
Sark get him
standing.
out? Yes, he will, and so does his teammates one by one. Pick off the underdog players, and that's a showstopper from Ricky Baby. Show me something I can smile for, Ricky Baby, and yes, he will take out Ghosties. Round win for the attackers, and the half ends 8-4.
Switching sides.
That is right, and I mean, I am much excited to go into the second half with the 8-4 scoreline because I do want to see a crawl back chance coming in for the side of Outlaw. They're gonna be on defense, so everything that worked out for the side of Underdogs so far in the defense attack side is gonna be rolling in for the side of Outlaw here forth. So we might see all those defense advantages coming in for them, and I just want to watch if they are going to be able to capitalize on this, because that last kill from Ricky Baby, the way it was closed, that just gave me the impression of a really nice closing statement coming in from the side of Outlaw if they are the ones closing the map.
Yep.
So really want to look forward to that.
And Split was their pick, and now they're on defender side. Now is when they can show their might on this map. And mid control almost instantly from Underdogs, both duelists coming through to mid. G-Snake and Big Damn Zero get spotted, however, that trapwire being an annoyance at mid. They're close, gets staggered, Big Pick gets a pick, It's Boy gets a pick. Outlaw's in their element right now.
Spike down. B.
That's right. I mean, G-Snake was literally left alone, not even like half the round in, and then got taken out immediately, making it an 8-5 scoreline. The walk into the second half has been strong coming in from the side of Outlaw, and I am expecting them to be the ones winning the next round as well, because they're going all Spectres against Classics and Sheriffs.
Something to point out, considering it's split, Underdogs have decided to retract from going for a forced buy, which we did see on the last match from both teams, in fact, and A main gets blocked off almost instantly, but it's another mid push again from Underdogs.
That is right. The Underdogs are making sure that they push mid, but this is something that Outlaw has already learned. Like the trick of actually, decepting the opponent team by just going in, making it look like we're gonna plant here and then rotating away. That's not gonna work anymore, because it's been a map and a half already. So the whiff is already out there. So I don't think that is gonna work out anymore. And that is the reason I want to see a different strat coming in from the side of Underdogs.
Yep. Interesting thing happening here at Vents. Two duelists waiting for the other to, lose a bit of their nerve and jump in. One's got a shorty, the other's got a Spectre. Question is, who's going to lose their nerves first?
That is right. I am gonna be wanting to see a few shorty kills coming in, because again, I am pretty sure you don't know this, but whenever
30
I play
seconds
Valo, I go in for just the pistol side, like just the secondary weapons, that I don't take primary weapons because there's something I cannot control on this game at all. So yeah.
Unfortunately, the shorty didn't pay off there. It was Ricky Baby picking off two players, and the defenders take the round wing. The way it's going, looks like Outlaw Esports making it very clear why they picked this map.
That is right, and with that, we may just, see them coming in with that crawling win streak, going in for all of the rest of, second half without a tinge coming in from the side of Underdogs, until they sharpen their blades and come in with a stronger, execution. Because attack execution from them on Haven was pretty impressive, but I'm yet to be impressed on Split.
And that instant wall at A side from Z4C was taken almost instantly, and they're stuck at A main, Underdogs, and a bit confused as well. What will their next move be? We've already seen G Snake backing off completely. Seems like a rotate coming through, with the duelist heading through spawn and the spike through sewer. Perhaps OC takes the turn.
That is right. The attackers and the defenders seem like it seems like there's a invisible line, as in some, I don't know how to say it, some kabaddi matches kind of, because everyone is on one side of the map and the other team, everyone is on the other side of the map. The mingling is not happening at all currently, and it's been what, half the round already with no kills taken down. I don't think anyone has even spotted each other so far.
Yep, but this time clock is ticking. 30 seconds left or so. Big Damn Zero will possibly head to B Heaven. No, they back off.
30
It's an A
seconds
execute. It's all down. Possibly it's a risky baby. He does get one, but he gets traded. His teammate trades him. Chance gets its boy. There's trade for trade coming
Player
through and
standing.
through, and it's 1v2 as it stands, all
One
down.
enemy remaining.
1v1.
Star has managed to take G Snake out, and now
10
it's Big Damn
seconds
Zero left alone to take a fight with Star. Both of them are on good HP. Star manages to take that kill onto Big Damn Zero, clutching the round for Outlaw Esports, making it 8-7. Are we coming in for an equalizer?
Perhaps one might think that's the case, but I don't want to take anything away from Underdogs. I think they're still analyzing, they're trying to figure it out. They did try to put some pressure onto A main, and then they backed off completely, almost confusing us that they're trying to hit B instead through mid. But then again, two players who had stayed at A main made sure that pressure stayed on, and they executed A. Clearly didn't work out in their favor, however.
That is right, and I mean, these rotates after rotates that are coming in from the side of attack, I am not as happy about them as I was on the last map, because this time they are not working out for them, and I'm not seeing them polishing it up and actually coming in with a different stat either, which is costing them. I mean, Outlaw is literally serving them right now with kills after kills coming in from their side. Currently it is a 3v3, but I don't think it's gonna be the same for long.
Didn't quite go his way, that alt fire, and Sick Flick getting one full string, 3v2. They're on site. The plant's not done yet.
One enemy remaining.
And we're clear.
Beautiful 3k from the side of Sick Flick.
Yeah. Underdogs got to focus on getting that plant down. I mean, they could have possibly gotten it done, but yep, Outlaw Esports makes it pretty evident, and that it's their map. 8-8 as the score stands. I won't be surprised if they manage to pick out off another round, but I'd really like to see Underdogs step up right now. Outlaw Esports clearly defending differently almost round after round, I'd like to say.
That is right, and I mean, with that strength on defense coming in from the side of Outlaw, I am inclined to say that this might just be a very defender-favored map. I am, one person who feels like all the maps on Valorant are generally something that the attackers can lead on, because they're the ones deciding the push, deciding the execution. But I feel like this is one that just gives the defenders way too much leeway to actually, play with the elevations and go ahead and make the attackers think twice, check multiple angles before entering anywhere. So that's just something that we are seeing Outlaw capitalize on really well.
Yeah, and by the looks of it, Ghosties was weighing the option of hitting A, but backs off completely. The call must have come through to hit B instead, and I think this boy might have just disconnected, and yes he has, and onto B side they go. Underdogs, is this the round? They've finally found their momentum on attacker's side.
Spike planted.
That may just be. They've already put the plant in. They're already on man advantage. G-Snake goes in with double kill
One
again,
enemy remaining.
making it a really huge advantage coming in for their side. And the only one remaining on board is It's Boy, who we already think is not in match. So that's gonna be an easy kill.
Will get taken out. 9-8. And Underdogs possibly still have it in the bag.
That's right. Even though there is, a lag coming in from the side of defense because It's Boy wasn't there for the whole round. I feel like Underdogs did execute well. Like, it was not just because of the lack of It's Boy that they were able to do this. They actually polished up their skills and came back for an easy win on that round.
Definitely. Question, however, Outlaw Esports, they're gonna go punch for punch from here on out. I'd expect, because clearly Underdogs have found their momentum as well.
Right.
So what happens when we come close to overtime? Can they keep their composure, which we didn't quite see in Haven, and possibly take it to overtime? Will we see an overtime?
I am not gonna write that out
Predictions?
because I really feel like we may be seeing one. And on that note, why don't we let the chat contribute onto this as well? So go ahead, type in your predictions. Do you think we're gonna be going into an overtime on this map? But yeah, on my opinion, I feel like we definitely may. And once we do, I think we are gonna be again seeing, Underdogs taking a little more advantage coming in from their side because they're gonna be on defense one more time, and they have been executing well on defense. So that's just something that we may be seeing going again in the favor of Underdogs.
Yep. What a map this is turning out to be, honestly. Some brilliant gameplay coming through from both teams. And great to see the likes of Ricky Baby stepping up. I keep talking about him. Probably folks in the chat think I'm obsessed. But yeah, G-Snake.
You are.
No, I mean, I play a lot of raids. So perhaps that's why. But yeah, G-Snake clearly proving in certain instances when he comes face to face with Ricky Baby that he's possibly the better one there. I mean, he's gotten, say, 2 satchel kills in the 2 maps we played today so far.
That's right, and I have also seen G-Snake go in for a few paint shell kills, if I'm not wrong. So that's just good utilization. Like, if you have an agent that can actually deal damage, then through utilities, then taking kills from them is one of the best ways to actually make their utilities be more and more efficient for the gameplay.
And I know a lot of players really frown upon the fact that some of Ray's utilities possibly doesn't determine the player as a really good one. But then again, it's Valorant. So you can expect this. And just like that, I think the round is ready to go soon enough.
That is right, and I mean, I feel like with the timer going on unpause already, we are at the point where I go ahead and say, how do you think our attackers are gonna be capitalizing on that availability of Jet? Because, like, again, when you're on the attacking side, having 2 duelists is more than better when your opposite team did not have that advantage. How do you think they can actually capitalize on it?
You can watch it happen live because Big Time Zero just dashes into side with the blade from that shortstop from G-Snake, and just like that picks off 6 flick, but gets traded out. G-Snake gets 1 as well.
That is right. Those were some really, really nice early frags coming in from the side of duelists. Exactly what you would expect that role holders to do. And I am so impressed by that push coming in. Like, they have clearly stated an early dominance into the map right now. So with that, I want this round definitely to go towards the Underdogs because, well, I am so impressed by that first enchantment spell already.
Yeah, the slow up had almost little to no effect, and they figured it out. They need that plant to go down. They pick off It's Boy. Zar on the other side picks off Singh. G-Snake gets Ricky Baby, but it's down, all down to Zar, and he didn't stand a chance. Ghosties wraps it up. The attackers take the round win. Underdogs, are you back in the game?
I would think so. I would really think so. We are seeing score predictions coming in on the chat. I'm seeing 13-11 scoreline being a prediction from Trinam Gogoi. However, I'm not sure which team he's putting the 13 for. But yeah, I would dig that. I would not be surprised if that happens.
I'm still inclined to watch map number 3. This is
Yes.
But yeah, maybe it's just me and a bunch of Outlaw esports fans in the chat. But yeah, it's a mid push this time around by Underdogs, and they've been slowed as well. G-Snake trying to get some momentum, making sure Vents there's no cheeky opponent right there, trying to peek and pick two of them off. And furthermore, we're possibly going to see a B-side hit this time around.
We might just see that with all of the attackers actually trying to go towards B side, two trying to control mid. I think this is a good execution whenever you want to, invade a site on the map of Split, to have someone actually, watching mid. That move going in towards B is gonna be so strong coming in from the side of Underdogs. They've already put the plan in. It's already a 4v2 situation. A good man count advantage going in for their favor. Shanch manages another kill onto Sar, and now it's literally its boy alone left to fend for the whole team. Manages a kill, but I don't think it's gonna trail for a clutch.
Yeah, 5 HP and a dream, some would say, as he backs off to save the Vandal. But one entry by G-Snake, double satchel into Sai, and picks off two players just like that to get the plant down in the process from his teammate, probably guaranteeing the round itself. But of course, the attackers go on the hunt for its boy. They don't want him to save. They don't want Outlaw Esports to have even a tad bit of an advantage. Ghosties and its boy go face to face, and its boy doesn't stand a chance. 5 HP, no dream lived there.
That's right, and with that 11-8 scoreline, we might be seeing Underdogs actually go in and secure the match point for themselves right here, because again, they have a lot of economic advantage over Outlaw right now. They can afford to go in for the best buys of the guns that they want without hesitating to save for the next round, while Outlaw is still gonna be running on Spectres and Sheriffs with no shield on its boy.
It's a tough spot which Outlaw's in right now, but the advantage they have is the fact that they're on the defender's side, and possibly if they can bide some time, let go of all their utilities like they are already, stop the attackers' push, make sure the clock runs out. Maybe they can pull off a thrifty round, in their favor. That would ideally be what they're looking for this round.
That's right, but we are seeing the attackers cleverly making their move towards A. Cypher is already taken out. With that, we are seeing an easy in into the site of A for the attackers. KO has the defuse, has the spike, but this get taken out. Oh my goodness.
Let's just say they tried, Outlaw Esports, to bide their time, but didn't quite work, because Underdogs, they were on the attack, they were on the hunt. They wanted that match point, and they got it. One round, and Underdogs might just take victory. But it's Outlaw Esports' map. They did have a half buy or even a save round, some would say, in the previous round. So clearly, all guns are out on both sides, and we're in for one hell of a round, in my opinion.
That's right, we are seeing Phantoms and Vandals running on both the sides with just a difference of half a shield from the side of Outlaw coming short. But with that, we are gonna be noticing that Outlaw does have an advantage of ultimate availability. They have much more ultimates, to their disposal than Team Underdogs. So they could actually go ahead and capitalize on that. Ricky Baby already going in with a sweet kill onto G-Snake.
That's the showstopper coming through from Ricky Baby. Can he pick one off? Yes, he does. Shanch gets taken out, but gets traded for. Big Damn Zero, making sure he executes for his teammate. 3v4 as it stands, and they're stuck on mid, the Underdogs.
That is right. I mean, early frag onto a duelist is a good way to, initiate the round. So that was a really commendable start coming in from the side of Ricky Baby. But then here are back-to-back kills coming in from the side of Sing 7.
No ways. You don't allow Sing 7 to lurk like that on your side, Outlaw Esports. He's turned the match around, possibly.
That is right. We are in a 3v2 post-plan situation with the attackers actually, utilizing all the locations of watching the plant. It's not gonna be an easy execution into the site for the defenders. However, it's boy managed to take a kill onto Ghosties.
That's a good smoke barrage and the defuse coming through, making sure sights clear. Sa holding B heaven. Singh is approaching
One
real
enemy
quick.
remaining.
He couldn't quite get it done. Big Damn Zero
Attackers
picks
win.
one off. Singh 7
board.
picks one
Let's
off.
go.
And just like that, the underdogs take Outlaw Esports out.
That is right, and with the second map already going in favor of Underdogs already, we are gonna be seeing them being the victors of tonight's Valorant Summer Showdown 2021 presented by PixelScope Entertainment.
Brilliant players coming through from the underdogs in the last couple of rounds. I think we did see Outlaw Esports possibly poised for victory. I would have liked to see it go down to map 3. I did expect Ricky Baby to step up. He tried his best. Everyone did at the end of the day, but underdogs, the way they attack, the fluidness as you mentioned, the coordination between all of them is just almost like harmony, you could say.
That's right, and I mean, I think the Underdogs have taken everyone by surprise because neither in the first map nor in the second have I seen the public poll go for them in favor. And even right now, the polls say that Outlaw has 52% and Underdogs have 48% of the support, but they have won both of them. So these Underdogs are really the underdogs of this match for the night.
Indeed, they are. The Outlaws try their best as much as I can say. I'm still a bit disappointed. I'd be lying if I say I wasn't, that I didn't get to see the best of Ricky Baby, but possibly the next time we get to see them out here at PixelScope, it'll be a treat to watch. But yeah, G Snake clearly making the mark that he was the better duelist at the end of the day.
That is right. However, regardless of which team won, I would like to know who was your favorite player to watch throughout the game because, again, these players have shown us so many interesting things to watch.
I got to go with Ghosties. The impact he made on Haven and going into Split, he was there where it mattered. Ghosties held off the attackers on defense as much as possible. Execution on attackers as well. Made that KO pick work as much as he could. I think he'll be rethinking a couple of things he did, I'm sure, because honestly, I'd like to see him up the order on the scoreboard. Being able to dabble between using KO as the initiator that he is, as well as the duelist aspects to KO as well, is a very cheeky thing players will develop over time. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that, possibly in the near future. Who is it for you, Aahna?
For me, I think I really gotta give it to Big Damn Zero because the way I saw the elevation coming for him, like first map, not that much of an impact coming in from him, but then the second map he showed quite some impressive gameplay coming in. And specifically, I am taken completely by that move coming in from G Snake and Big Damn Zero, while just entering in and executing while the team was actually kind of like trailing behind. So that was pretty impressive to watch. And yeah, I think G Snake and Big Damn Zero both are my favorites on this map. But yeah,
Yep.
with that, I think we can go ahead and give the last shout out to our partners who have been Good Night Gaming. So Good Night Esports. Sorry, Good Night Esports. So yeah, a really big shout out to Good Night Esports for making this possible and bringing this event out to all of us.
With that, that's a wrap. It was a pleasure joining you, Aahna, on the
Thank you.
caster's desk at PixelScope Entertainment. And until next time.
Good night.